Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we are going to discuss about the retrieval tools, or also known as a bibliographic tool. So when we talk about bibliographic tools, it means that we are talking about the retrieval tools used by that organization. So as an introduction, this topic discusses the retrieval tools, which are basic building blocks in the organization of recorded information, which also addressing the following questions. So why do we need to retrieve the tools? Retrieval tools, sorry. Why do the basic retrieval tools? What are the format and also what are the function of retrieval tools? So the need for retrieval tools are devices created for retrieval of information. So we need that kind of tools to retrieve the information. So they are designed to help user find, identify, select and obtain information resources of all types. Okay, it also contains records that are surrogate for information package. So each surrogate record, also known as a description or metadata, give information such as about author, title, declaration and etc. So surrogate records are arranged and retrieved by access point. So access point can be name, title or subject term for printed materials. Meanwhile, for the online searching, an access point can be almost any words if keyword searching is allowed. So any unique words or any keywords that represent the document can be used. Okay, so surrogate means substitute or backups or replacement. Meanwhile, for the information package is an instance of recorded information such as book, article, video, internet document or set of pages in sound recording, electronic journals and so on. So the need of retrieval tools is essential as a basic building blocks for a system that will organize as much as of the world's recorded information. It can serve as a short representation of an information package. Okay, we need that kind of the way we find the material itself or the information or knowledge itself. It depends the tools that we are going to use. Okay, if you use the right tools, means that you can easier get the articles or the information and so on. So function of retrieval tools is identifying or finding an entry for a known item that information agency owns. Okay, so collection or gathering the information and evaluating and selecting the information. So we look at the retrieval tools in library. Alright, the basic retrieval tools in library are catalog, bibliography, index and abstract. Okay. So this is the example of the catalog. This one is known as a card catalog. So there is not available for Malaysian nowadays. Okay, except for certain areas which is at the rural area. Some of them still use this kind of way for cataloging the information. Okay, so catalog is a list of library material contained in a collection, a library or a group of libraries arranged according to some definite plan. So a list of materials prepared for a particular purpose, for example, an exhibition catalog, a sale catalog and so on. So catalog is a list of the material in a library. Alright, the concept is almost the same with other catalog, but for the library itself, they want to show that what kind of how many materials that the library have by doing the cataloging process. Okay, so there is a running number. This, if I'm not mistaken, is accession number, not as accession number. This accession number will identify how many collection that the library have. Okay, so catalog provide access to individual items within collection of information packages. Okay, each information package is represented by a description of the package that is somewhat longer than a bibliography description. So description are assigned one or more access point. Okay, never mind. Later on you will understand what this is all about. Access point can be almost any word in a record when keyword searching is used. So the term is usually applied to a particular name, title or subject that is listed on the record separately from the description. So an access point is constructed in a certain order and it is maintained under authority control. So authority control is a process of pulling everything together, which is all the form of name that apply in a single name, all the variant title that apply in a single work, and also all the synonym, related term, border term, or narrow term that apply to a particular subject heading. It depends actually what kind of keyword that going to be used, okay, as a authority control itself. So purpose of catalog is a number of attempts have been made through the year to identify the purpose of catalog. Some say catalog have traditionally served two main groups. The first one is employee of the institution, referred to the librarian, who need to retrieve information resources when the user come and ask them, alright, where they can find that kind of material and so on. So the librarian will use this kind of catalog to find out, alright, either the article, or sorry, either the material or information packages itself is available or not. Okay, so librarian need to use catalog to perform their duties, such as for collection development, and also to discover what library have already owns or does not. Okay, they do the searching, either they already have that kind of title, or they have to order it, okay, from the vendor. And the group number 2 is for the user, definitely, to assist user who wish to borrow or make use of the materials. Okay, it also can act as inventory of the collection in a library, which is to provide a record of what is owned by a library, and also known as a shelf list. A shelf list include one copy of every record in a catalog, arranged in the order in which information sources are arranged on the shelf, so we can know, alright, how many collection that we have, alright, if one title equivalent to how many copies, okay, that owned by the library itself. In attempt to define the purpose of catalog, Charles Carter presented his object of the catalog in his rule for a dictionary catalog more than a century ago. So his main focus is about what a catalog are supposed to do. According to Charles Carter, okay, a catalog should be able to enable a person to find a book of which either author, title, or subject is known. Either one. If you know the author, you can find the material. If you know the title, also you can find the material. And if you know the subject, you also can find the material. To show what the library has by a given author or on a given subject in a given kind of literature. And also to assist in the choice of library material as to the edition as to its character. So form of catalog, okay, this is the form of catalog. If you are being asked about the question form of a catalog, make sure you understand. Alright, form of catalog could be in the books, card, microform, and also online. So book catalog originally were just handwriting lists. After the invention of printing, book catalog were printed but not always in descending order. Eventually, entries were printed in alphabet or classified order. So in the early 1900 century, books catalog were almost completely replaced with card catalog. This is the example of the handwriting library catalog. So in 1855, okay, photo by Lawrence University Archive. Okey, dapat ini, kalau dapat pula librarian tu tulisan macam apa tah? Macam you all duk jawab exam tu, tulis elok-elok ya. Bila jadi macam ni, susah sikit lah. So, nak jadi librarian pun tulisan kena cantik. Alright, so form of catalog, advantages and disadvantages. For book catalog is a compact. Okay, advantages is compact, portable, and can be consulted anywhere. It can be carried. It's a portable and easy to handle. Several entries can be seen on a single page quickly and at a time. It occupies much less space and very useful as a bibliographic tools to the scholar and researcher student. But the disadvantage is too expensive to buy the kind of you have to buy the book itself, you have to hire someone with a good handwriting. Okay, it's quite expensive to maintain. This can be kept, this can never be kept up to date sebab you dah buat listing. Okay, you write out all the listing itself. So kalau ada salah ataupun you nak susun alphabetical order, tak boleh lah sebab it's handwriting. Okay, itu maksudnya lah. Okay, never be kept up to date. No place for new entries. Okay, used by limited number of reader. Maybe 1% at one time. So susah sikit lah. Alright, and then next is card catalog. Were popularized in US by Library of Congress back in 1901. So catalog entries are recorded on 3 by 5 inch cards one per entry card. So each entry can be revised, insert or deleted without affecting other entry. Sebab you dah susun macam tu kan. So if you want to eliminate one of the record, so you just pick up and then gantikan yang baru lah. So, okay, so lebih senang untuk kita update lah. Okay, one card is used for every individual entry, main or the added. Okay, so the card has a small hole in the lower middle part so that each card can be inserted into a stitch roll. Ni macam ni. Dia ada lubang ni kan ni. Lubang ni. So dia boleh gantung lah. Ataupun dia boleh masukkan dalam satu roll lah. So dia akan duduk dalam keadaan yang cantik lah. Right, this is a example of the catalog ni. Dulu saya pernah jumpa tahun 2016, kalau tak silap saya lah, 2016 Brunei masih pakai yang ni kat dalam masjid Kubah, yang Kubah Mas tu masih pakai ni. Dia ada satu library dalam tu tau. So dia pakai kad katalog lagi. Okay, sebenarnya penentuan untuk menggunakan apa-apa sahaja retrieval tools is depend on the demographic of the library itself. Kalau library tu duduk di pendalaman, you tak ada coverage online kan, you tak ada internet dan sebagainya, macam mana you nak provide bahan dalam bentuk online? So tak sesuai. Okay, so kita kena tengok pada sekeliling lah. Manalah tahu if one fine day, okay, you dapat kerja untuk set up satu library. Ada banyak je kerja yang macam tu. Okay, you kena set up satu library. So you kena tengok pada demografik ataupun kawasan sekeliling untuk you provide the retrieval tools. Okay. And then for the advantage and disadvantage, advantage is easy for updating, okay, inexpensive to maintain and to create, far from growing obsolete or congestion, allow flexibility and maximum case of insertion of new entries, okay, capable of infinite expansion and manipulation without any adherence, easy change at any time by replacing new ones and can be arranged in any order, easy to consult and handled by many readers, it can be easily guided. For the disadvantage, card cabinet occupies much space and as it creates the problem of space. Okay? Sebab you dah ada card tu, so you kena letak pula dekat ruang mana kan. Okay, normally kita ada cabinet dia lah. So cabinet tu pun dah makan space dah sebenarnya. It is not portable and cannot be consulted like a book form. You tak boleh lah nak check satu-satu macam buku, kita boleh browse through buka kan. Yang ni you nak tengok satu-satu. So makan masa sikit lah. In a busy library, when a single reader monopolize the whole tray or section of the cabinet, he kill the times of other reader. Okay, makan masa orang lain. Okay, sebab nak tunggu dia settle dulu. One by one settle kan. The card can be easily removed or distracted by errant reader who can create problems. Okay, kan, dia nak sabotage, dia buang je satu card contohnya. So orang lain dah tak jumpa dah. Okay, only one title can be located by the reader at the time, and this card are too expensive, is not economical. Okay. Next is microform catalog. So the creation of computer output microform catalog became possible in the 1960s. They are produced on either microfiche or microfilm and require a microform reader in order to be able to use them. They are produced like book catalog, but they do not have to be reproduced on paper and be bound. So it can be reproduced with new edition every 3 months or without having to go through the supplement stage due to the unpopularity. Microform catalog were replaced rather quickly by online catalog. So this is the microform catalog. Okay, entries are greatly reduced and printed upon a film or fiche. This one. The microphone cannot be read by the naked eyes. The suitable microphone reader magnifies the reduced image on the film or fiche and project them on to a screen. Is necessary to consulting a microphone catalog. Microphone catalog are compact and occupy less space in library. Okay, so they are portable and accessible to user depending upon the number of copies of catalog and machine. So it comes together with the machine. Multiple copies of this catalog can be prepared easily and inexpensively. Okay, so the film or fiche cannot be used without microform reader. They also require special care and protection. They also very useful only in a very large libraries where massive data has to be stored and retrieved. Sebab dia boleh simpan banyak sangat data. So sesuai lah kalau untuk library yang besar. Okay, ni microfilm, ni microfiche, ni microform reader. Dia kena ada benda ni sekali dengan yang ni baru boleh baca. Sebab kita tak boleh baca data dalam ni dengan mata kasar lah. So as an advantage, microfilm inexpensive to reproduce, can be placed in many locations inside or outside of the library. It can be separate film for other entries, title entries and subject entries. So several records can be viewed at one time. Each entry can be easily copied if a microfilm write or reprinter is available. Meanwhile, for the disadvantage, microfilm are often not easily read compared to print form. It is not easily updated. So updating is by supplement, which may confuse, alright, may confuse the cataloger user who must look in several files. Rearrange the of information is difficult, and also equipment needed to read the film or page. Alright, so I think better stop now. So we continue this one on the next video. Thank you.